Have you ever wondered how programs make decisions? Like if it's raining, we take an umbrella, and if it's sunny, we go outside. In Python, we can do the same thing using conditional statement. Now let's start. What is condition? A condition is something that returns true or false. Let's go through with some example. Print 10 greater than 8. Let's check whether 10 is greater than 8 or not. Let's run the code. It's true, which means 10 is greater than 8. Let's check with one more example. Print 3 less than 7. Let's see whether 3 is less than 7 or not. Run the code. It's true, which means 3 is less than 7. Let's check with one more example. 4 greater than 4. It should be false because 4 is not greater than 4, which is equal. Now let's run the code. False, which means 4 is not less greater than 4, which is equal. This true or false values help Python decide what to do next. What is if statement? The if statement runs code only if the condition is true. Let's go through with one example. Let's take A's value as 18. Let's give one condition. A should be greater than or equals to 18. Then we'll print you are eligible. Sorry. Let's run the code. There you go. You are eligible. So line number 4, we have given one condition. Age should be greater than or equals to 18, which is satisfying the condition. So line number 5 gonna execute successfully. You are eligible. So line number 4 and 5 defines one block of the code, which is also called as indentation. Indentation is very important in Python. It defines the block of the code. Let's take a real life example. Temperature is equals to 35. If temperature greater than 30, then we will print it's hot outside. We'll run the code. There you go. It's hot outside, which means this condition has been satisfied. That's why this print statement has been executed successfully. What if the condition is false? That's where else comes in. Let's go through with one example. Let's take A's value as 15. If A is greater than or equals to 18, then we'll print you are eligible. Else we'll print you are not eligible. Let's run the code. So you can see output has you are not eligible, which means if statement is failing, that's why else statement has been executed successfully. Whenever if statement is false, else statement always runs. When we have multiple conditions, we use elif. Let's go through with example. Marks is equals to 75. If marks greater than or equals to 90, then print grade A. Now I need one more condition, so I use elif. Elif marks greater than or equals to 70, print grade B. One more condition, so I use elif marks greater than or equals to 50, then print grade C. Finally, else print fail. Now let's run the code. So the output is grade B. Now let's understand the code. Now Python checks for first condition, is marks greater than or equals to 90? No, so it moves to the second condition. It checks for the marks greater than or equals to 70. Yes, this condition is true. So Python prints grade B has output and stops checking for further conditions. It will not check the remaining elif or else statement. So remember, Python stops as soon as it finds the first true condition. Now let's check with other marks values. Let's change marks as 65 and run the code. So you can see output has grade C. Let's understand. Is marks greater than or equals to 90? No. It will check for next condition. Is marks greater than or equals to 70? No. It will check for next condition. Is marks greater than or equals to 50? Yes. 65 is greater than or equals to 50. So it will print the output as grade C. Now let's discuss multiple condition using logical operators. You can combine conditions using logical operators and or not. Let's take one example. Age is equals to 18. Is ID is equals to true if age greater than or equals to 15, and is ID then print entry allowed. So let's run the code. So you can see output has entry allowed, which means both the condition has been satisfied. Both the condition must be true for the n logical operators. Then only print statement will be executed successfully. Now similarly, let's check with the other logical operator OR. So I will change is ID value as false. Now let's run the code. So you can see entry allowed. Still the output is entry allowed. So for logical operator OR, only one condition needs to be true. So here A's condition has been satisfied, but this condition is not satisfied. Even though it runs and it will execute successfully and it will print the output. Now let's check for one more logical operator not. Login ID is equals to false if not login ID, then print please login. Now let's run the code. So you can see output has please login. So here not reverses the condition. Now let's discuss what is nested if statements. You can also place one if inside another. So let's go through with example. Let's take A's value has 30, has ticket is equals to true if A is greater than or equals to 18, if has ticket, then print you are allowed. So let's run the code. So you can see output has you are allowed. This is called an nested if, and if inside another if is nothing but nested if statement. Python checks for the first condition, then the second condition. Now let's see what common mistake usually everyone does. One common mistake is using single equals instead of double equals. Let me show you that. If age is equals to 18, this is wrong. If age is equals to 18, is the correct way. Okay, single equals means assigning, double equals means checking the value whether age is 18 or not. Now let's build a mini project, a simple login system. A variable called username is defined and a value admin. Now let's define password 1234. Now let's take a user input for username, which will be in string data type. Enter the username value, and now password input. Input of, enter the password value. Now let's check with condition if user input value given by user is equals to username and password value from user is equals to original password value. Then we're gonna print login successful. Else, else we're gonna print invalid credentials. Okay. Now let's run the code. It's asking for username. I'll give same username and same password. Okay, so it's working. So we got a output as login successful, which checks the condition username, compares the username from the user input and the original username, which is equal, and operator, which should be true for both condition, password and username. Now it's working. Now let's check with different password or different username. Let's run the code again. Now I will give username has Raj and password has same. So as you can see, output has invalid credentials because we have given username as Raj instead of admin. Today you have learned if statement, else statement, elif statement along with logical operators inside these statements and nested conditions. In the next video, we will learn about loops. Make sure to subscribe and continue this series. Thanks for watching.